This is Vigilance 2099, a cyberpunk bounty hunting game inspired by Prey 2 and Blade Runner.
For a limited time.
So, what's the status?
Just confirmed our source. He's been here. Even better, he's a regular.
Meaning,
Stalker identified. Back up at the 26. I repeat, back up is needed.
As you can see, Vigilance still has some little bugs and effects that needs to be fixed or added in, but keep in mind this game is still in the prototype stages at the moment, and the developers will definitely be working on it a lot more. I've been following and talking with the lead developer of Vigilance, which consists of a team of 3 people, and I can see they're really passionate about what they're creating. It is a passion project that has been in the works for a long time now, and actually looks in some parts what I imagine Cyberpunk 2077 would look like. In my opinion, the atmosphere of just anything cyberpunk has to be dark, with bright blinding lights, unnecessary publicities with bars, clubs, and a strong authoritarian police/government. And Vigilance 2099 does it in a beautiful way. Its world looks so much like Blade Runner, and it is one of the best inspiration to get. The lead developer just sent me an email of what to expect from this game, and I'm gonna read it to you all. Now, first of all, he confirms the voice actor for the main character of Vigilance is someone I truly never expected. It is the gaming news YouTuber Young Yeah, so make sure you go tell him that I sent you or something in his comment section. This announcement was kept a secret until now, and the developer wanted me to reveal it. So congrats Young Yeah, and I hope you're not upset I revealed the secret. Not many people are gonna watch this video anyway. So let's continue on with the email the developer sent me. I'm the lead developer of Vigilance, and we are a small team of 3 developers working on a cyberpunk bounty hunting game called Vigilance 2099. It is inspired by Blade Runner and the cancelled Prey 2 game. The footage is a teaser of what to expect from the gameplay without revealing too much, although the game is still early in development. In this game, the player is an ex-police officer that due to certain circumstances has led them into a crime-filled city where they use their skills to hunt down bounties, either dead or alive, for payment, in a world filled with criminals, danger, and darkness. Many bounties that you will get throughout the game will be unique, each having their own abilities and difficulty to them, all in different sections and such. For example, there is a bounty that has a teleportation device similar to that seen in the Prey 2 thriller, which would make it difficult to chase them and keep track of the bounty. The developer confirmed that more of this bounty part will be shown in a new video soon, but can't share more about this yet. In the game, the player will be able to hack, parkour, and use their detective skills to track down their chosen targets. Bounties can also offer an option where you can spare them in order to receive either more money or unique gear, which is up to the player to accept. However, there are consequences to that. Be extremely careful of your every decision, because things can change drastically. He also confirms the next video will delve into this a lot more. The developers also plan to have player customization along with vehicle customizations throughout the whole game, where you can change your outfits and customize your own vehicle. Also, they are working on and testing out a similar system to the Nemesis system seen in the Shadow of War games for bounties, where each people remember you and such, but they don't want to overpromise anything. So for now, since Vigilance is in early development, most of that are plans and undergoing testing. They do, however, have a lot of big name publishers that are interested in partnering with them for this project, but they are not 100% sure if they want to take a publisher route just yet or a crowdfunding route, so they can be a lot more transparent with the public in terms of development. However, they have a Kickstarter that is nearly ready in case they decide to go that route. It will showcase a lot more footage too and go way more in depth. At first, when the creator wanted to make Vigilance, it wasn't going to be a bounty hunting game. It started off as as a project where it was mainly based on a simplistic neon retro style visuals and more of a walking simulator. It was a much less ambitious game as it started off as a hobby for him. However, he slowly started implementing features and testing out different areas, which resulted in good reception from a lot of people, and thus made this into a full game, and it's looking pretty special now. He wanted the city to feel very crowded in some areas, like seen in Blade Runner, which makes everything feel real and alive. The environment still has a lot of retro aspects to it, though with the purple and red light in the narrow alleys, which is only fueled by the retro synthwave style music. He also knows that having heavy rain is seen as generic in the cyberpunk genre at this point, but when it is done correctly, it can really immerse you in the environment, especially with Vigilance. For the gameplay parts, he's trying to get the third-person gameplay to feel similar to Uncharted, where the characters react to environment, which is what makes Uncharted feel so satisfying to play. Since the game is mainly based on bounty hunting, he wants the game to have parkour elements, as you'll have to be chasing some bounties. It will also have a lot of detective aspects where the player will have to solve puzzles and riddles that are related to murder and bounties. What started off as literally just a walking simulator went on to be something so promising and different than what we're used to. I personally never really seen a true video game that uses this kind of cyberpunk setting. It is the true cyberpunk setting with a dark atmosphere, and I hope he and his team still continues to get inspiration from it. Since the release of the game's trailer on Twitter, they've also gained a lot of support from it and even more recognition, and they all definitely deserve it. If they do make this decision, I don't think they'll have any problem having a successful Kickstarter campaign, and with Young on board, he'll also be able to advertise it on his YouTube channel. So make sure you guys let me know what you all think of the game and if you're interested. I definitely plan on making more content on this project, so make sure you guys subscribe to stay tuned. Make sure you all check out my other videos on my channel, as I'm covering a ton of other indie games that all look genuinely exciting. I feel this is where the true heart of gaming has gone. It is not in the AAA games anymore. They've become slaves for money and agendas. Now it is all gone into the indie games, and I'm really happy it did. It's only small teams of friends working on something they believe in and love. I've done a video on the upcoming Ghost Recon inspired tactical game Safeguard, which is looking really good and is being made by only one person. We also have a new upcoming game no one has ever heard of, that is an open world horror game taking place on an island filled with cannibals called The Feast, and so much more indie projects that are looking really great. Let me know what you all think of them. There's so much. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more coverage on awesome indie games. I'll talk to you all very soon. Thanks to Richard Westfall, Bruce Wayne 236, Thunderbeard, Kian Zofagari, Rickno23, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Space Beer Gaming, and Rash Singbati for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for as low as 99 cents only by clicking the join button below. This will support me and the channel as a whole to continue making videos on the games that truly deserve